high-scoring game tonight, Grant. Two terrific defensive clubs fighting to lock each other down.
Both these teams are elite on the defensive end. These guys won't be making it easy out there. When there's lots of stops, lots of forced turnovers, it can be very difficult to find a scoring rhythm.
Here are the five for the Suns. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Kevin Durant is out there with DeAndre Ayton. And it's Okogie in at the three. And rejected. And they'll keep possession. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
LA basketball.
Westbrook against Paul. Pass to George. Three-pointer. And that one comes off the assist by Westbrook.
Yeah, when he opens up his offensive arsenal to knock down threes, PG could be an MVP caliber player.
Outside Paul. Lets the three fly. Covington grabs the board. Well, these Suns have had a successful past couple of seasons.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, they certainly know the greatness they're capable of. They can give you a lot of confidence out there on the floor, even against other elite teams.
And he got a good look at the hands of Covington.
They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Paul passes to Durant. To the middle. The kick out to Paul. 4 on the clock. Fades. And Booker the bucket on the assist from Paul.
Well, anytime that somebody scores, Devin Booker's the first option. He comes back and drills that one.
Paul against Westbrook. Misses in close.
That's not going to make you a favorite target of your teammates. They'll think twice about feeding you if you're going to keep missing layups.
Ayton, the screen on George. For three, Booker. They get it back. Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't make sense given the situation.
First quarter, just about 2 minutes in. Up top, Paul. Clock at 6. Pass to Okogie. Second chance effort. The 17-footer. Ayton.
You feel like he's wasting all of his energy on the offensive end of the floor, and that there might be a letdown on the defensive end for Westbrook. Say it ain't so. He's just too competitive for that.
Left side, Covington. Back to Leonard. Takes it inside. Again, the Clippers score.
I mean, what do you expect when you give him the clear look? That's just too easy.
No, he's automatic from the mid-range, and the defense knows that. It's a mistake to give up a shot like that.
Now here's Paul. Okogie on the wing. Outside Booker. Ayton with a screen. Booker, the pass to Ayton. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
Now, the coaching staff has to like that as he picks apart the defense there in the pick and roll play. DeAndre Ayton was so valuable in that 2021 playoff run for the Suns. He shot over 65% the entire postseason on their way to that NBA Finals appearance.
And the former 1-1, the first overall draft pick. Ayton, he's just a different matchup.
That size, BA, and that great touch around the rim. He runs the floor. He's a big presence down there. You just don't see a ton of centers like him around this league like you once did in the 80s and early 90s. Ayton's game presents a pretty hefty matchup issue.
Now here's Durant. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change. Here's Booker on the take, and Booker with the jam.
So tough to guard. Devin Booker combining that range with the handle.
Zubac finds Westbrook. And here's Leonard. Pass to Covington. Back to Leonard. Westbrook against Paul. For three, George. Here's Leonard. No good. A bit long that time.
He loved to make them pay for giving up that wide-open jumper, just unable to do so.
So they take the lead. Booker's got 8.
And this is the type of play where Devin Booker is going to gain a lot of confidence and might start getting aggressive.
Westbrook left side. For three, Covington. Counted from distance.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
It seems like they'll find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
Now here's Booker. Give him 8. Outside Durant. The 3 ball. Paul George pulls down the board. Los Angeles has gone 3 of 3 from outside and looking sharp here in the first. Leonard finds some space. It's good. Set up beautifully by George. 7 points in the game.
Paul George doesn't just score. He can pass it as well. He's a great all-around player.
Westbrook against Paul. Launches it. Gets the 3 to fall. It's all tied in Los Angeles. And the second quarter about to get started. And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Clippers guys.
Well, so far, they've got things rolling along nicely at the offensive end.
I couldn't ask for a better one right now. Just a complete rhythm by all the guys who got some minutes. Wonderful start.
On the floor for Phoenix, the deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. DeAndre Ayton is out there with Kevin Durant, and it's Okogie in at the small forward. Here's Booker, outside Durant, from outside the arc, and it's the Clippers with the rebound. The 2021-22 season felt like a lost one for the Clippers. Kawhi and Paul George both hurt.
So true. I mean, but B.A., those two together, healthy, are scary. A finals-level duo. It kind of shows you how you can plan, build an awesome roster, but injuries can derail it all.
Paul against Westbrook. Pass to Okogie. Fires the 3. They get it again. And Ayton gets it to go. Ayton's got 6 points.
Ayton's so big inside, he turns a miss into an opportunity.
Paul against Westbrook. Kicks it to George. The 3. That doesn't go either for George. The Suns have gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter. With the crossover and the layup by Durant.
There are very few guys Durant's size who can change pace with the bounce like he did there.
The
drive by Westbrook.
Phoenix foul. Josh Okogie. Second personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Leonard. He has 7. Leonard double team. Phoenix grabs the miss. Ayton's got rebound number 7 tonight. Paul with it. He's picked up by Westbrook. Outside Durant. Pass to Okogie. Booker against George. Shot clock at 5. Back to Okogie. And stolen by Leonard. Zubac passes to George. The 3 is up. Another shot. Leonard for 3. Can't get it to drop. The Suns leading. Inside. Ayton. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
Booker more and more becoming a double threat, not just to score the ball, but starting to realize he can set up his teammates.
Pass to Leonard. Double clutches. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play opportunity. All right, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Suns.
Well, great play down low. I mean, you expect the defense to adjust, collapse maybe, but that should open up things on the perimeter later in the game.
Well, I like that they've also emphasized the three-point line and drained a good number from beyond the arc this year.
Durant, no good.
That's the shot you hope for, right at the rim. Just couldn't capitalize.
I know this much about Robert Covington. You'll never find him short on effort. This is a high-energy guy on both ends of the floor.
Leonard outside. Tries the spin move. Westbrook, the pass to Covington.
The underrated part of Kevin Durant's game, his length and timing affecting shots.
Pass to Booker. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Durant, the pass to Booker. Misses the three. Well, Brent, any team loves to have a guy like Covington setting an example with his all-out play.
Yeah, B.A., you know how there are guys that bring along everybody with their offensive game? Covington does that with the defense. He's out there, he gives effort, he dives on the floor, he's going for loose balls, and all of a sudden the energy of the team is right behind Robert Covington's defense.
Right side, Paul. No luck on that one. Excellent D there from Westbrook. Leonard finds Westbrook and finished off by Westbrook.
So go ahead and try to stop Kawhi Leonard, and he'll just move the ball to the open man.
Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Paul passes to Booker. Outside Durant. Over Covington. 6 on the shot clock. Got a hand on it. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. The three, George. Good. Third basket in 6 attempts.
He's a go-to guy for them because he's that consistent. Time and time again, he delivers.
Now here's Booker. Give him 8. Back to Paul. On the wing, Durant. Yes, and it's Paul with the assist that time. Paul's got 4 assists now tonight.
He's not going to miss an opportunity to find a teammate Chris Paul delivers.
And a pretty tightly contested game here. All right, Allie, thanks for that. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. Paul George has been sensational.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
The two-way threats of George and Leonard of the wing pair. Robert Covington is out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's Westbrook in at point guard. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Here's Highland. And it's Phoenix with the rebound.
Well, he had a wide open shot, but instead he tried to do a crowd-pleasing circus act there, and as much as I like juggling, that's not effective.
Pass to Shaman. From deep. That one is off. And the Clippers will come the other way.
Well, still a few years out, but the Clippers have to be excited about moving into their own arena in 2024. So much innovation has gone into the design of the building. It just looks incredible.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
Here's Shaman. And if you're just joining us, we've played just over a minute here in the third. Pass to Warren. The Suns need to get off a shot. Biyombo, good. Amen. And the Clippers felt they needed to build their own arena to establish some identity.
Yeah, no doubt about it. They could be their own franchise away from the shared building with the Lakers. For so long in LA, they've been treated as sort of a second-rate team, and that just shouldn't happen. So having their own arena, that's moving them well into the right direction.
The Suns trailing. Here's Shaman. Boy, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. It's Ross on the wing. Sinks the tray.
The defense so concerned with Shaman and his shot-making ability, he makes the play that time.
Here's Highland. Pass to Powell. Here's Batum. Oh, and another three for the Clippers.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
Left side, Warren. It's stolen. Here's Highland. And he lays it in on the break. And it's a 6-point Clipper lead. Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Outside Warren. 4-3. Another 3 for Phoenix. And pick and rolls never more prevalent in the league than they are right now. And there's always someone the defense has to leave open in those scenarios, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., you know, it's amazing. It's such a simple play, but it's so difficult to defend, especially with the shooting that we now see in the NBA and the great spacing on the floor. It's a play, as you said, every team uses and executes well in their offensive attack.
Ooh, Morris with a steal. To the paint. Ooh, they pick off the pass. Outside Warren. Pass to Baisley. 1:25 left in the third quarter. 5 to shoot. Here's Ross. Not going to go that time. Ooh, good work defensively by Morris. It's Powell on the wing. The shot. Pass to Highland. Out to Powell. Fires from deep. The shot no good. So Phoenix will take it the other way. It's Ross on the wing. Now here's Biyombo. Powell with a steal. Up top, Batum. That one drops for him. Batum's got 5 now.
And Batum showing off some hustle there, getting guys some energy.
Ross passes to Warren. Back to Ross. It's good. Ross has gotten his second bucket. There's 18 seconds left in the third quarter. Powell outside. Here's Morris. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. 3 quarters of play and a cloak. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. With this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. On the floor for Phoenix, the deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Kevin Durant is out there with Josh Okogie, and it's Ayton in at the 5, roaming the paint. Westbrook, the pass to George. From downtown, hauled in by Paul. Phoenix is shooting 52% from the floor so far. Outside Durant. And it's in there. Durant's got 4 points this quarter.
Good assertive play from KD, refusing to be denied on the interior.
To the inside. Here's Covington. Back to George. Out to Leonard. Outside Covington. Shot clock at 6. For 3, Westbrook. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. No question, this offense has some firepower.
And they're looking very confident in all that they're doing right now.
Outside Durant. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock. Hey, now 5 for 8, shooting a pretty good percentage right now.
With a tough road ahead, they worked hard to get a good shot.
Pass to George. Takes the 3. And That one comes off the assist by Westbrook. Westbrook's got his 4th assist with that last one.
George playing with purpose, and he is in attack mode.
Here's Paul, and there's the drive. Westbrook with it, now guarded by Booker. And that's an intentional foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
First team foul.
Leonard outside. Kicks it to George. Ball against Leonard. 3 on the clock. And the jam by George.
Oh, George, dunk contest? Maybe a little. I love to see him get up.
Here's Paul. There's the drive. Banked it in off the glass.
That is why Chris Paul has the ball in his hands. Delivered.
Westbrook against Paul. Westbrook gets the bucket.
And he's been demanding the ball in these situations. Westbrook with a chance to put this team away.
Westbrook against Paul. George with a steal. And it's the Clippers on the break. Lets it fly. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Durant's got 4 rebounds in the game. Up top, Paul. Outside, Durant. Just 5 on the clock. Shot from 12. The putback. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
How about that? Ayton showing why he was picked first overall. That's a reason.
Up top, Westbrook. He's guarded by Paul. Out to Covington. George outside. 3-pointer. And the Clippers hit again from deep.
Oh, in pressure moments, he's a guy you trust to make big shots.
Outside Paul. Booker against George. Booker, the pass to Durant. Here's Okogie. Here's Paul. Westbrook with the defensive effort. For Los Angeles, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field in the 4th quarter. Zubac passes to Westbrook. Down low. Here's Leonard. He connects.
And now the go-to guy in these situations. Leonard can handle that kind of pressure in the big moment as well as anyone.
George against Booker. Shoots over George. And out of bounds. The Clippers will take it. This is their chance to stretch the lead, Grant.
Yeah, it's a must. They have to execute and avoid the big mistake. Unforced turnovers. They'll drive your coach insane.
And that's how you defend. He wasn't showing any mercy with that swat.
Amazing indeed. And getting stops like that only encourages them to keep attacking on the offensive end.
Paul for 3. And the Suns miss again. George outside. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Josh Okogie. That's his 3rd personal foul. Second team foul.
Pass to Zubac. Back to Westbrook. Spins. So the Clippers win it. Boy, a hard-fought game. They did a great job of... All right, Allie, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. For Allie LaForce, Brent Barry, Grant...
A look from before as the Clippers made their way to the locker room, hoping to put on a show for their fans here tonight. Tip-off goes to the Clippers. Look at the opening lineup for the Memphis Grizzlies. The wingmen are Bane and Brooks. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. And it's Morant in at the point. And with the 15th pick in the 2011 draft, Kawhi Leonard wasn't highly touted coming out of high school or college.
Listen, even in the pros, recognition took a while. How about this? He won Finals MVP and Defensive Player of the Year before he ever made an All-Star team. Now, one of the 75 greatest.
And so the Los Angeles Clippers get the first points of the ballgame. Morant finds Bane. Morant against Westbrook. Pass to Adams. Covington with the steal. George passes to Zubats. Back to Covington. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Here's Leonard. Takes it out to Covington. Pass to Westbrook. On the wing, George. 4 on the clock. Knocks it loose.
Huge challenge at the rim. The defender could not have played that any better.
Covington with it. Guarded now by Jackson. Now the Clippers moving it up. From deep, George. It's rebounded by Memphis. Now here's Morant. Bane kicks to Brooks. Morant left side. Shot clock at 6. Can't hit from in close.
I'm not sure what happened on that play. May have relaxed a little bit once he got to the rim.
Here's George. And then George with the jam.
Letting it all hang out when George takes flight. Just enjoy the show.
With a short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, I caught up with the Grizzlies head coach. One point he made to his players was, they're going to try to attack us where we live, right at home, in the paint, at the rim. We have to be ready to contest shots, play physical, and match their intensity. Guys, we will all find out together how this plays out.
Thanks so much, David.
Great find by Leonard. When the offense runs through you time and time again, you have to become a good playmaker.
For Memphis, they've gone 0-3 from the field to start the game.
For decades, the Clippers were almost directionless, but they found their place in the NBA, becoming a franchise that competes in the West.
And pushing it up, here's the Clippers. Zubats against Adams. On the wing, George. Westbrook dishes to Covington. Here's Leonard driving to the basket. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Finding a little rhythm here that they have to like where they're at.
They're playing well. They're building momentum. This is how they can turn a small lead into a big one.
And the West, we know, is very difficult. But Steve, for the Clippers, how much of their success is tied to their identity?
Kevin, a lot of it. They become a hard-nosed team, hanging their hat on defense, playing together, making opponents earn everything they get.
And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Fantastic anticipation. He has active hands. Even though he doesn't come away with the turnover, he's disrupting their offensive flow.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
And we know once he gets in the rhythm, he's a really tough guy to stop.
Now here's Brooks. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Westbrook surveying the D. Outside, Covington. Leonard on the wing. Launches a 3. Here's Zubats. There's the pass to Covington. Leonard on the wing. Back to Covington. Right wing. Westbrook kicks to George. Kicks it out to Leonard. The tray. That one dropped for his second bucket. Again, 2 for 4.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
They established the pace. They made shots. This is why they're way out in front.
Here's Morant. Rebounded by Covington. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Nobody near George. Off target from three-point range. The Grizzlies trail by 12. Bain with the bucket.
Great vision by John Morant. Has the passing talent to average double-digit assists.
Westbrook passes to Covington. Back to Westbrook. In the corner, George with it. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Clippers?
Throughout the first quarter, they did a great job of just running the offense.
Credit the game plan coming in. They've identified the right matchups, and the execution is there.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies. I've heard it said, Greg, a coach can't give you confidence, but they can take it away. What's the meaning behind that?
Well, players at this level are naturally confident, but when coaches are always critical, it can take you out of your game. Makes you just start to think a little too much on the floor.
On the floor to begin things for Memphis here in the second quarter. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. And it's Adams in at the center filling out the middle. Los Angeles leading by 10. Zubac kicks to Leonard. Back to Zubac. The rebound by Steven Adams. And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for the Grizzlies. And he drives in. Another shot. This one for three. Bangs home the trifecta. Morant's got it back down to within single digits for Memphis.
Gotta honor Morant's three ball. He's more than capable of torching you from there.
Outside Leonard. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam. And he just powered that one of the game's top dunkers. Well, Greg, with this Memphis Grizzlies team, you like how young and how hungry they are. It's very appealing.
And these players have bought into the system. This is a selfless group that knows each other's strengths, and it's why they've seen so much success here of late.
Now George following Jaren Jackson's three-point attempt. And it's George missing.
And yeah, that old adage about being too wide open, not a thing. He just missed it.
Jackson, that's good.
Jackson Jr.
Good concentration by Jaren. A little contact on the shot, no problem.
Outside Leonard, it's Covington on the wing. Leonard, the pass to Westbrook. Clippers moving the ball around. 5 to shoot. Zubac, that's good.
For a number of seasons, Russell Westbrook has averaged double-digit assists.
Here's Morant. And it's rebounded by Covington. Covington's got 5 rebounds tonight. George finds Covington. Back to George. Unloads. Here's Leonard, and Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Good timing rolling off the screen. Leonard can make this play in his sleep.
Now a timeout called by Memphis.
Time for Caesars. Come on now. Let's get it wild. Here we go, man. Let's get loud for your Clippers.
So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Clark, he's checked in for Steven Adams. Williams comes in for Brooks. Kennard, he's checked in for Bain. And Jones subbed in for Morant. Shots good by Kennard.
Always working to find open territory. Kennard's lethal in catch and shoot.
Westbrook against Jones. Pass to Covington. Here's George, and George with the stuff.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat.
Well, in spite of the critics and the injuries, Paul George continues to produce one of the league's truly elite players.
Now here's Leonard. Following the miss by Jaren Jackson. Leonard dishes to Covington. It's George on the wing. And it's George finishing it off.
What a silky move by Paul George. He really had the ball on a string.
And you mentioned the injuries for Paul George. Let's see, G8, the broken leg, shoulder surgeries, last season a torn elbow ligament.
And I'm sure there are a few others, Kevin. But give him credit. To battle through and maintain his greatness tells you something about his competitive will.
And here is Williams. Kawhi Leonard getting his 3 to go. Kennard, the pass to Williams. And the layup's good off the glass.
With a high basketball IQ and improving playmaking abilities, Luke's growing as a distributor.
Westbrook kicks to Leonard. Takes it out to Covington. Down low. Here's George. That one falls through. It's his 6th make from the floor this game. Now 6 for 10.
Capable of flat-out torching you. Once PG-13 gets into a groove, watch out.
Inside, Clark. And Clark slams it in.
One of the cases where height fails to tell you the whole story.
Jones against Westbrook. Kicks to Leonard. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Aggressive play from Kawhi Leonard, drawing the foul and still taking his shot.
Both free throws good from Kawhi Leonard.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Clark. And it's sent back by Leonard.
This is the power of the claw in action. Kawhi Leonard using his natural gifts to gobble up that shot.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
I'm impressed with their intensity tonight. They've came in focused and they've executed.
From deep, George. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
Big-time shot to beat the buzzer there. My.
He had to rush that one a little, but terrific stroke from range.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftimes. As we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. It's been one outstanding game from George.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
This is his challenge, to continue to dominate, to help them try to close strong here in the second half.
Down in the block, it'll be Kawhi next to Zubac. Paul George is out there with Russell Westbrook, and it's Covington in at the small forward. That's the group. Start the second half for Tyronn Lue. And the Clippers decide to take their first time out here. And the Clippers with a whole new lineup now. Then for the Grizzlies, Steven Adams, he's checked in for Clark. Conchar comes in for Jackson. And it's John Morant in for Tyus Jones. On the wing, Batum. Here's Highland, guarded by Morant. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First personal foul.
That one's on Morant.
You know, Nicholas Batum is kind of a classic glue guy. He does a little of everything and is always ready to step up and fill any gaps on the floor. You know what makes Nicholas Batum indispensable? When they need him in the paint, he's there. When they need him on the perimeter, he's there.
Good.
The quickness of Ja Morant is what makes his drives deadly. Where did he go?
Powell against Kennard. Powell kicks to Batum. To the inside. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. And here is Powell to the middle. Plumlee, no luck. And with Batum, his versatility. He has earned him a lot of minutes over his career.
Kevin, reason why? When you got a guy who can guard a wing and get you points in the paint, that'll always get you some floor time.
Wants to get it to Powell, and does. And Plumlee kicks to Batum. Back to Plumlee. In the corner, Powell with it. Cuts off the pass. Down low. Here's Williams. And Williams throws it down.
This is Morant's role. As a point guard, you need to get your teammates engaged.
Here's Highland. Guarded by Morant. A shot by Batum. No good. From deep three-point range, Conchar can't get it to go.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
The shot's good from Plumlee.
This is what the analytics prefer. Shots at the rim or from three.
The Grizzlies trail by 19. Here's Morant. Goes back up. And he sinks the layup. Morant's got 7.
He has elite athleticism, makes Ja Morant a threat on the glass, and you know he can finish.
Highland passes to Morris. Batum, the screen to the paint, and stolen by Williams. And here we go. Morant heading to the hoop. And Morant throws it down.
Keep track of Ja, especially when he's in transition. He shows you right there.
Smitty, expectations have been so high for this Clippers team in recent seasons with the addition of Kawhi and the addition of Paul George and the other great parts around him.
They've got a lot of terrific players, Kevin. On paper, they look playoff ready. So those expectations aren't so misplaced.
And so it's Memphis with it, following Marcus Morris's 3. And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession. The Grizzlies making a switch here. Baines checked in. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Pass to Powell. Beyond the arc. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
You see why Powell is so valuable. Good athlete, good defender, and can really space the floor.
Now a timeout called by Memphis.
Coming onto the court, it's your Clippers.
Some changes for Memphis. Brandon Clark, he's checked in for Steven Adams. Jackson comes in for Williams. And it's Dylan Brooks in for Conchar. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Ja Morant. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Pass to Plumlee. On the wing, Morris. Back to Plumlee. And the rejection by Clark.
Well, this is where measurements don't tell the whole story. Clark is a tremendous shot blocker despite having an average wingspan.
Shot clock at 5. Near the three-point line, it's Morris. On deep. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation.
Grizzlies ball.
And so Brooks will bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. Jackson in the corner. Outside, Bain. Inside, here's Clark. Shoots it. Nails the baby hook. Clark's got his second basket of the game.
Tough to miss that man. Desmond Bain read the defense perfectly.
Now the pass to Plumlee. There's 31 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Morris. He takes it in. Comes up empty down low. The Grizzlies trail by 19. Bain passes to Jackson. And Jackson throws it down hard.
He's a smooth athlete. Even on a straight dunk, you can see Jaren's ease of movement in the air.
There's the dish to Morris. Outside for Batum. They get it again. Plumlee. Some solid defense from Clark. And so it's Los Angeles out in front by 17 points at the end of the quarter. And we'll see if they can keep up their tremendous shooting they've been dialed in so far from the field. And we'll be right back after this. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Creating plays for others, it's an art form, but it's also a discipline. Fantastic job.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Taking a look at the Grizzlies. At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. And it's Clark in at the 5 spot.
Long and athletic, PG-13 is a terror when he reaches the cup.
Passes it to Clark. Clark sets a screen for Bain. And then Clark slams it in.
One sign of a great playmaker, hitting his man in stride.
Here's Westbrook. Outside, George. Zubac's in the post. He's against Clark. Outside, Westbrook. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Zubac, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
The uncanny ability to time the tip in. He does this night in and night out.
Clark dishes to Morant from deep. Rebounded by Covington. Covington's got 6 rebounds in the game. Leonard kicks to Zubac. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Offensive rebound. Outside for George. Leonard sets a screen for George. Drains it from beyond the arc. George has got 5 points in the quarter.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
This was obviously a focal point coming out of the break. Looks smart when the shots are going down.
Now Zubac following the three-point attempt by Dylan Brooks. To the inside, Jackson, and Jackson throws it down hard.
A player who's aware of everything around him. Brooks sees the man break open and hits him.
George looking around. Back to Leonard from outside the arc. The shot's good on the assist by George. George has got 5 assists in the game.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Expanding upon this lead, trying to close it out. He's really stepped up.
Now here's Morant. And then Morant slams it in.
As creative as they come, John Morant has a style that's specifically his.
Leonard the pass to Zubac. He kicks it to George. Leonard with the screen on Bain. The 3 from George. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Right side Jackson. And Robert Covington picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Some changes for Memphis. Steven Adams, he's checked in for Brandon Clark. Williams comes in for Dylan Brooks. And it's Luke Kennard in for Bain. Williams gets the bucket.
You like how Adams surveys the whole floor, allowing him to spot the wide open man.
Leonard attacking. And here's George for 3. Traps in the tray. George has got a couple of three-pointers now in the fourth for Los Angeles. To the middle, here's Morant. And Morant throws it down.
What a night for John Morant, showing off that versatility, and he's relentless at the offensive end.
Pass to George. Morant outside. And it's sent back by Leonard.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Clippers.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Paul George.
Hard not to be impressed by what he did tonight. He was aggressive, he was efficient, and the defense had no answer.
He gets that one.
Inspired tonight. They fought hard and at crucial points just made the plays.
Especially during this last run, which ultimately put the game away.
They grabbed their own miss. It's tipped. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession.
They're fortunate the defender couldn't control it. Almost lost that possession.
We've got 33 seconds left in the fourth quarter. George passes to Westbrook. Here's Zubac. Back to George. Clock at 6. Shoots. Adams gets a hand on it.
You see the effort defensively. Adams doing a great job of closing the space.
And Leonard has it in the corner. Now Westbrook. Too long in the paint. He's hit with a 3-second violation.
Clippers ball. At the line for LA, Kawhi Leonard.
And he shows the focus there, nails the technical.
You know, when you have a guy like Kawhi Leonard, so much of what you do goes through him. You trust him. You trust his ability.
So the Clippers winning this one easily. It was a tale of two teams tonight. One that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just...
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. coaches in the NBA, and not many coaches can go as far down the bench as these two.
Well, a major advantage if you have multiple guys that you have tremendous confidence in to go out there and be switchable, be able to pass, move, and initiate the offense. That's a luxury for a lot of coaches to be able to adapt that way.
Now look at Memphis's starting group. At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bane. And it's Adams in at the center position. KD with the bucket.
Just unbelievable range. Kevin Durant exploiting the perimeter weakness in the defense that time.
Outside, Bane. Jackson in the corner. Here's Morant. He can't hit that time. And Phoenix the other way now. Now here's Booker. First quarter of play, 1 minute played. And a dunk by Booker.
And Devin Booker at 6'5", cleared for takeoff.
And here are the Grizzlies with it. It's a 5-point game.
Man, Devin Booker is a true shooter. A walking bucket, always ready to let it fly.
And the proof is right there in the numbers, Greg. I mean, 2 seasons in a row, he's been top 10 in field goal attempts. So he knows how, when, and where to get that ball up.
And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
And so just over a minute and a half played. Pass to Bane. It's up a 3. Up again. It's good on the putback.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, the big man not going to slow him down for getting that deuce.
And it's the Suns' ball. And here is Paul. Outside Durant. From downtown. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Durant's got 6.
Chris Paul is going to find anybody that's leaning the wrong way, let alone leaving an open man.
Brooks outside. Back to Morant. And no good. Good work defensively by KD. Booker against Brooks. Paul outside. Outside for Durant. Another 3 for Phoenix.
KD decisive that time, wasting no time, rises up and fires.
So timeout called here. The first for Memphis. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Morant against Paul. Morant passes to Jackson. Brooks dishes to Jackson. It's stolen. And Phoenix pushing it up now. Paul with the ball. Morant with some nice D.
He creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go. Even with the defense not really a factor.
And Adams with the slam.
And Steven Adams just a wrecking ball down there with his size and strength on the offensive glass.
Paul against Morant. Over to the left wing. And Booker kicks to KD. Pass to Ayton. And Adams sends it back.
Well, the size of Steven Adams one thing, but persistence is another.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdowns for the Suns.
Absolutely dialed in from beyond the arc so far in this one. The defense is surrendering the long-range shot here early on.
So much good energy and flow tonight, and that has really come out of great ball movement. Guys have been open, and as soon as they are, they get the ball.
On the wing, Bane. Down low, and stolen by Ayton. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. Back to Adams. It's deflected. In the corner, it's Bane. Brooks kicks to Jackson. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Paul with the ball. Guarded now by Jackson. Durant. And finished up by KD.
Durant imposing his will, this time at the rim.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Out to Brooks. Outside, Bain. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Up top, Durant. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Bain passes to Jackson. Here's Bain. Deep two from Brooks. And no good in the last second attempt this time. And so it's Kevin Durant making headlines and highlights for the Phoenix Suns.
Fans, please give a big round of applause for your Suns youth dance team.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. What stands out to you from the Suns in this one?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
Well, if they wanted to start well, this would be it. They seized momentum right away, and they just didn't let it go in that quarter.
Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Durant is out there with Ayton. And it's Okogie in at the small forward position. That's who's out there for Phoenix.
And you know, for proof of what Morant's done for the Memphis franchise, look at the offensive numbers. Grizzlies have made huge steps forward every year.
Booker the pass to Paul. 6 on the shot clock. And Booker kicks to KD. Count it, good. KD's got the lead up to 9 now for the Suns.
Yeah, going to be tough for the defense to find a way to slow down KD. If he stays aggressive, it's going to be a big night.
And then Morant slams it in.
Yeah, that's fire right there. Morant practicing for the dunk contest. I see you, young fella.
Paul dishes to Durant. And he elevates for the slam dunk. Steven Adams did not like that at all.
Can you add that one to Durant's ongoing highlight reel? Thank you very much.
Greg, the improvement since Morant arrived has been very steady.
And the Grizzlies went from the 20th rated offense in his rookie season to number 16 in his second year, and then all the way up to number 5 last season. Ja has turned them into a powerhouse. In terms of entertainment factor, can any current player top Ja Morant? I mean, we've seen Ja with some vicious in-game throwing. Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
And he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
Brooks the pass to Jackson. And Jackson throws it down hard.
And the flush from Jackson Jr. Great wingspan, and at 6'11", he's got a little nasty in it.
Hey, Craig, talking about the great Ja Morant, this guy is just flat out fun to watch.
Well, Ja's been known to go off for 50 on any given night, but he also looks for others, dropping some nasty dimes. Morant has an insane combination of athleticism and skill. This guy can do anything.
Here's Okogie. Brooks covering and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Suns have shot 2 free throws, and they're 1 of 2 so far. Craig, we know from time to time things get pretty chippy out there. What kind of things would get under your skin when you played in the NBA?
Oh, you know, guys tended to talk a little trash, and that could rattle you, that could bother you at times, but you really just try to maintain your focus and keeping your eye on the prize.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. And some changes here for the Grizzlies. Williams comes in for Brooks, and it's Kennard in for Bain. The Grizzlies trail by 13. Morant outside. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. And taken away by Paul. To the paint. Here's Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
Does it feel good as a big man like Ayton to throw it down? You bet it does.
Pass to Kennard. On the wing, Williams. Adams in the corner. Jackson finds Morant. Looking to end the run. That shot off the mark. Some solid defense there from KD.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Booker the pass to Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
Booker's all-around game is really coming together. Nice play there.
Timeout call for the Grizzlies.
Here comes the future. Get up out of your seats, everybody. Fans, please give up.
And it's Williams with the ball for Memphis. Trailing by 17. And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, DA?
Thanks very much, Kevin. Not that long ago, of course, the analytical team shot way more three-pointers, and they found a temporary edge. But now every team shoots a lot of threes, and it's more about personnel. When it's a superstar shooting the ball, that mid-range jumper can be very efficient. Guys?
And DA, we see it all the time. Brandon Ingram with the New Orleans Pelicans. KD.
Memphis.
The two players in Phoenix with Chris Paul and Devin Booker. DeRozan in Chicago. They'll hit those all day long. David, thank you. Outside for Durant. And Adams sends it back. Now Jackson. He's got 5. Second chance shot. The pass to Kennard. Adams outside. Now here's Morant for 3. It doesn't go for him. And Phoenix the other way now. Here's Durant. Kicks it out to Booker. Back to Durant. Booker with the screen for Durant. Tries it from 9. Kennard with the rebound. The Grizzlies trail by 14. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Morant passes to Adams. Now Kennard. Adams with the screen on Booker. Back to Adams. Kennard finds Adams. Over Ayton. Morant outside. The shot, no good.
Defense is tough as it comes right there. He's a hard man to deny.
All right, David, thank you.
Your Suns, 30. The Grizzlies, 16.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
So on the floor for Memphis, Clark is out there with Williams. Then it's Tyus Jones. Then there's Desmond Bain. And it's Conchar in at the 3, the small forward. Grizzlies have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
Definitely an area where they can improve. Only 73% as a team from the line last year.
After missing the playoffs for 10 consecutive seasons, boy, the Suns not only got to the postseason in 21, but made it all the way to the finals. So what a turnaround for that franchise.
And he's good on the 3-ball.
Good to see Baisley step up and knock down the 3-ball.
The Grizzlies trail by 15. Jones looking for an opening. There's the feed to Clark. Tries again. Biombo with the block. Bain with it. And the foul called on Bismack Biyombo. That is his first foul of the game.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
Always good to get another look at a terrific defensive play.
And this is how you protect and grow a lead, by making a huge effort on that end of the floor.
Williams kicks to Bain. Shot clock at 6. Here's Jones. Lays it up and banks it in. Jones has got 4 points now in the quarter. It's been quite a turnaround, hasn't it, Brent, for Phoenix? Ever since they acquired Chris Paul in that trade from Oklahoma City, they've been a different team.
Yeah, and I don't think you can really give enough credit to what it is that Chris Paul has brought, along with the combination and relationship that he has with Monty Williams. And that leadership with that young roster and giving those guys belief has elevated the play of everybody who's put on that uniform.
Jones, the pass to Clark. And that comes off the assist by Jones.
You got to know, this is Clark's skill set at this stage of his career. He takes quality shots when he's inside.
Payne with it, working on Jones. Up to Payne. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Payne's got his second bucket of the night.
Two teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
Outside, Jones. Here's Conchar. And it's off from three-point range. Suns leading by 15. Over to the wing. To the middle. Here's Biyombo. And the dunk by Biyombo.
That's a good look from Baisley as passing is becoming a bigger part of his game.
Outside, Payne. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Memphis moving that ball around. 5 on the clock. Ross knocks it loose. Phoenix has gone 6 and 7 from long range tonight. They've been on fire from way outside.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Pass to Warren. Back to Ross. Pass to Baisley. Some solid defense from Clark. The Grizzlies trail by 17. Brent, the lead up to the 2019 draft was an interesting time for Darius Baisley.
Yeah, here's one of those players who opted out of going to college and ended up working for a shoe company prior to going to the draft a year before. Talked about going the G League route, but trained on his own, got himself ready, and he's showing some steady improvement here.
And the Suns with a completely new group on the floor. With 3, Booker. Durant with it, guarded now by Jackson. The shot's good from Paul.
Working without the ball, CP3 with 0 hesitation, letting that one go.
Ball against Morant. It's Brooks on the wing. Back to Morant. Outside for Jackson. Trying to get something going. And the dunk by Jackson.
Oh, how about the up fake there, Kev? Worked like a charm and gave him a clear lane to the basket.
GA, that is one of the prettiest moves out there, if you can pull it off, and he did. Paul hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup. Paul's got 8 points.
He's such a good scorer when he gets inside that painted area. One of the game's best mid-range players that we've ever seen. Chris Paul getting it done.
Outside for Jackson, over Durant. Jackson misses.
Well, that's the only way to take him out of his comfort zone from that range. Get right up in the jersey, force him off the spot.
And it's keeping it alive with a new 14. And so Morant will bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. And it's sent back by KD.
Instinct, timing, length. KD, great D.
Stripped it away. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
First personal foul.
And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. And that's now 18 points for Kevin Durant. And it's, he nails the buzzer beater.
One eye on the rim.
The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. Suns ahead, just dominating this one. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our 4th quarter coming up next. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feet. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
And as we head into the 4th, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Ayton is out there with Durant, and it's Okogie in at the 3 slot. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Morant against Paul. Stolen. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit. That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Baines checked in for Luke Kennard. Takes it out to Booker. 5 to shoot, and that's going to be a travel. Williams, he's checked in for Memphis.
Grizzlies substitution, Zaire Williams.
Now here's Morant. Outside, Bane. Back to Morant. On the wing, Jackson. Booker against Bane. Outside for Jackson. Just 4 to shoot. Morant.
Oh! And you're just asking to get burned when you give Morant a lane, using that speed to his advantage.
The drive by Paul. Durant dishes to Paul. Durant with a screen on Bane. Paul passes to KD. Bane with it, guarded now by Durant. The kick out to Williams. Outside Jackson. Here's Adams. Morant with a wide open look. Sinks the 3-pointer. Morant's got 5 points now in the quarter.
A wonderful awareness from the big man as Steven Adams finds the open man.
All up top, guarded by Morant. Booker the pass to KD. And it's Desmond Bane with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
Here is Paul. Durant sets a screen for Paul. Inside. And then Durant with the dunk.
Kevin Durant operating right now out of the pick and roll. That's a scary proposition.
Morant kicks to Jackson. The dish to Adams. And Adams with the slam.
Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
For 3, Booker. Fires the 3. Another 3 for Phoenix.
In perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the 3-point line.
Here's Morant. And Morant throws it down.
How about the handles from the young fella? Give Morant credit for taking the initiative and capitalizing.
Ball outside. Spins. Booker finds Durant. 6 to shoot. Shot, high post. And it's off the back rim, no good. The Grizzlies trail by 20.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total... Just superior focus from Morant. His determination is what allows him to revert through contact.
Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for the Suns.
the three-pointers and how well they're able to shoot them. You wonder if they can keep it up, and boy, have they.
Well, looking at the stat sheet, I could just see here tonight, sharing the basketball, the stat that comes up most is assists. So sometimes you have to look for your teammate. That makes things happen. They've done it.
Outside Jackson. It's Payne atop the key. For three. Phoenix grabs the miss. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points. Booker with no one around, and it's Phoenix scoring again.
And once they smelled blood in the water, you could see the killer instinct take over.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game, but once they broke through that barrier, it was all them. Complete control.
Well, Morant is certainly making his presence felt on offense. He's in total attack mode.
Booker's shot is good.
This arena was rocking throughout the night. You could really feel the energy.
A huge motivation, always great for a young team, but veteran players also appreciate when fans come with that kind of energy and get into the spirit of the game.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Back to Paul. From deep three-point range, another three for Phoenix.
Well, that's a bomb from Chris Paul. This guy is simply superb from distance.
Paul with the steal. So it's the Suns winning easily here. This game. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining us.
everyone, to NBA basketball on Tutor. And the depth of these two teams is pretty exceptional. We could see a lot of variations in the lineups out there tonight, Doris.
Yeah, I think that's the luxury of having a quality bench and some versatility. Now, if you're a head coach, you have the opportunity to tinker, mix and match lineups, see what works best, and go from there.
Now the opening lineup for the Los Angeles Clippers. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Ivica Zubac's out there with Robert Covington, and it's Westbrook in at the 1. And Phoenix has possession. The Clippers getting their last shot to go. Oh, they get a hand on it. Oh, George with a steal. Leonard left side. George outside. For 3. Offensive rebound.
Well, we know Russell Westbrook is going to bring great effort nightly, and it shows up right there.
It's tipped. Leonard right side. And he banks in the layup.
Well, the strength of Kawhi Leonard's game is in the painted area. He is so consistent as a finisher.
Phoenix calls timeout. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter.
Easy win. Now, LA is consistently a playoff team. Boy, oh boy, how times have changed.
Here's a 3 from Paul. Covington grabs the board. For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 4. Off to a nice start. Here's Westbrook. Oh, denied by Durant.
This is probably the aspect as his career has gone on where Kevin Durant has improved the most. The defensive end, he is a real factor.
And here's Westbrook from the arc. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. All against Westbrook. Outside Paul. Pass to Okogie. The kick out to Paul. Ayton, the screen on Westbrook. Paul with it, and it's Leonard picking him up. And stolen by Leonard. Zubac passes to Westbrook. Leonard outside. Now Westbrook. Driving inside, and jams it home. Westbrook.
Well, the vision isn't only about passing. Russell sees a driving lane and goes right to it.
Paul against Westbrook. Outside Booker. They need this. And Booker with the jam.
And that ends their drought. You could feel the frustration building with each miss.
And you've got to be able to show some resiliency, right? Keep pounding away, and it finally falls for you.
Now here's Zubac. Leonard for 3. Pure from three-point range. Leonard's got 5 now.
Kawhi Leonard, tremendous timing on that play. You've got to be shot ready on the catch.
And Kawhi Leonard, one of 3 perimeter players to win back-to-back Defensive Player of the Year awards. It's him, Sidney Moncrief, and a young Dennis Rodman.
Here's Booker. That shot, no good. The Clippers go the other way with it. For 3, George. The Suns clear it.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
And for his career, Kawhi Leonard has more steals than fouls, Greg.
You know, B.A., he and Jimmy Butler, I believe, the only 2 players to achieve that after a decade in the league. A pretty remarkable achievement.
Here's Westbrook, following the score by Phoenix. Zubac finds Leonard. 6 to shoot. For 3, George. And Ayton pulls it down. The Suns have gone 2 for 5 here in the first. On the wing, Durant. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Paul passes to Durant. Back to Paul from behind the arc. That's good. And so Durant with the assist.
Now, passing may be the most overlooked aspect of Kevin Durant's game, but you know he wants his teammates to feel good.
Now here's Westbrook. Leonard outside. Fires the 3. Cranes the triple. Give him 8 points now.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Here's Paul. Pass to Booker. Durant with a screen on George. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw.
What we know about Kevin Durant is this is a seasoned veteran who is so comfortable in his own skin. For Kevin Durant, it's about the purity of the game and the competition.
Leonard, right side. The three. And so it's Kawhi Leonard making highlights for the Los Angeles Clippers. 8.
Fans, please give a big round of applause for your Suns youth dance team.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1/4 of action so far. And let's take a moment here to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for Los Angeles.
Ever since this game started, they've been attacking on the inside, looking for ways to bust up the defense and get high percentage looks.
Yeah, they've also been alert and active on the defensive end, creating turnovers and turning those into points on the offensive end.
The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Kevin Durant is out there with DeAndre Ayton. And it's Okogie in at the small forward position. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns.
Rock the baby, working the size advantage inside.
At the line for one.
Well, Norris, Commissioner Silver has acknowledged that the style of play in today's game may have an added impact on players' bodies. How so, you think?
I think, Brian, it's not only style of play, it's the nature of an NBA schedule. You're talking 82 games over the course of several months strung together. It's going to challenge anybody physically and mentally. So the wonderful part of today's science is we can have a greater understanding of that and when to rest and when to play.
And so here are the Clippers, following the score by Phoenix. Out to Covington. Leonard outside. Back to Covington. Westbrook right side. The Clippers got to hurry. Late clock here. And they turn it over. Shot clock violation as the buzzer sounds. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Here's Paul. George with a steal. Pass to Zubac. George outside. Kicks it out to Westbrook. Shot clock at 6. Here's Covington. Back to Westbrook. George outside. And George with the jam.
Now, Paul George does not get nervous in these situations. He's so calm and allows his game to flow under duress.
Now here's Paul. Pass to Booker, and the officials will call the illegal screen here.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
All right, fans, I need you to give it up for your Suns.
The Clippers in the lead.
And the Phoenix Suns have been a completely different team since acquiring Chris Paul. He's the leader of this team, and he helps set the tone on both ends.
Westbrook, that's good.
Well, operating near the rim has always been a strength of Russell Westbrook. All the physical gifts come to bear.
Okogie on the wing. Here's Durant. No stopping him there. Jams it in, and he's fouled. An opportunity in a three-point play. It's going to go on Kawhi Leonard. Boy, the city of Phoenix really embracing Chris Paul as soon as he arrived.
Yeah, I mean, he's in the latter stages of his career now. But you would never know it based on how hard he plays every single night. He just makes everyone on this team so much better.
Sinks it from distance. Covington's got his second basket on the night.
This is the prototypical 3-and-D man, Robert Covington from deep. Yes, sir.
Ball passes to Booker. Back to Paul. Pass to Durant. The kick out to Paul. The Suns need to get off a shot. got a piece of it.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
George outside. Lets it go. Again, the Clippers score.
Silky smooth jumper from Paul George, and he just lets it fly whenever he gets free from that spot.
It's Booker on the wing. 1:36 left to play in the first half. And foul called on Paul George. That's his first foul. Outside Paul. Lets it go from deep. Knocks it down from distance. Paul's got 6.
There's so much confidence in his ability to make range shots. Chris Paul knocks down the 3.
And last year's outcome, so unfortunate for Paul and the Phoenix Suns, Grant.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, the best record in the league by 8 games. You know, it kind of seemed like Paul might finally get that ring. Just a heartbreaking loss for them against Dallas in Game 7.
Boy, what a strong take on the N1. Chris Paul understands with a level of toughness, you can make things happen.
1:06 left in the first half of this one. Westbrook outside. Pass to Covington. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. It goes on Kevin Durant.
Nice job by Robert Covington to draw the contact and get himself to the foul line.
Good on the second one. Now Paul. He's got 9. Now here's Durant. It's Booker on the wing. Ayton, the screen on George. Back to Durant. 6 on the shot clock. And it's slammed in by Durant.
How about the explosiveness from Kevin Durant? What injury? Forget about that, folks. Up and off his feet.
George outside. Westbrook against Paul. The 3, George. Here's Westbrook. About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Leonard. Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
You can see the handle of Kawhi Leonard so much tighter than it used to be. How confident is he off the dribble?
Durant for 3. That shot off. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers. Thanks, Allie. After the break, we'll see you right back here to begin quarter number 3.
29.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. It's been one outstanding game from Kawhi Leonard.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
And so in the game for Los Angeles, we've got Marcus Morris, Mason Plumlee out there with Nicholas Batum. Then it's Norman Powell, and it's Highland in at the point guard position. Here's Highland. Batum outside. Powell outside. And T.J. Warren is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
And it goes out of bounds. That one off Warren.
Great read to get a hand in there and disrupt the play.
And offensively, a little bit of a careless toss. You could have used a better angle on that pass.
Here's Powell. Morris finds Plumlee. Back to Morris. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
Well, the 7'7" wingspan of Mr. Biyombo can be intimidating. Twice on the pipes.
Right side Payne. Outside Warren. Outside Ross. Over to the wing. Payne pass to Ross. Powell pulls it in. Los Angeles has gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup.
Well, when you consider if you're trying to guard Norman Powell, the first thing you have to worry about that quick first step. And he uses that first step with a combination of aggression and acceleration. Boy, he can get by you in a hurry.
Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Pass to Baisley. Left side, Ross. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
Well, this is one aspect you'd like to see more of from T.J. Warren. We know he's a great scorer. Pretty dime there.
And you talk about Powell's athleticism. Doris, he is fearless on his drives to the bucket.
I don't want to meet him at the cup, BA, because he could put you on a poster fast. And on the other end of the floor, he's got the wingspan and athleticism to make any assignment something he is capable of handling. He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
Yep, that one goes. Warren's got his first 2 points.
Well, strong desire to get on the interior. T.J. Warren attacking with ferocity.
Morris outside. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Something you can't deny about Marcus Morris. He is a passionate player.
On and off the court, this guy is highly competitive. He's a leader in the locker room. His playing style, to me, would fit with any organization. Smart and tough. You know, there's a toughness and an energy about Marcus Morris that elevates any team he plays for. This guy is an incredible teammate.
Here's Warren. Played it in with a nice touch off the window.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
Los Angeles has gone 4 of 9 so far from the perimeter. Batum outside. Soft touch off the glass. And the Clippers lead by 5.
Touch right around the rim by Nick Batum. Go ahead, score inside. Nick, show him what you got.
Outside Payne.
Tough break for the defense. I mean, he took the hit, but he didn't get the call.
And it's a completely new group for the Suns. A minute 31 left in the third quarter here. And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, B.A. Not sure what got into him. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Now, Chris Paul has been successful at the highest level in the NBA, on and off the floor for such a long period of time. I love his intellect, his work habits, everything he represents.
And the Clippers going with a whole new group out there.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. Now here's Paul. 11 points in the game. Count that one. Paul's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, the IQ is just at the top of the NBA game. Chris Paul so smart at getting to his spots.
Here's Westbrook outside Covington. Clock at 6. Westbrook finds Covington. George outside. Kevin Durant with a rebound.
Never easy to stop this guy at the rim, but that is a beautiful contest right there.
Okogie on the wing. Pass to Durant. This for the tie. Sends it home from three-point land. Durant's got 11 points.
You could really see their confidence growing as this game has gone on. They have reason to believe that.
What I love is the heart, the fire, the tenacity. This is absolutely fantastic.
Now here's Paul for the lead. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall.
Westbrook has the ability to create havoc with his athleticism.
It's all tied in Phoenix. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And from the two-guard spot, an unselfish play like this sets a fantastic tone.
Well, having multiple playmakers on the floor makes you a much tougher team to defend.
Paul George.
3 tense quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the fourth. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Kevin Durant is out there with Josh Okogie, and it's Ayton in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns. Now here's Ayton. And Ayton with the stuff.
After being behind for so long, they must be relieved to finally get this thing tied up.
Oh, it got ugly there for a stretch. Nothing was working, but they've come back and have a chance to seal the deal.
It's George on the wing. The three is up. And Kawhi Leonard gets a whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. Phoenix has gone 3 of 6 from deep so far. Outside Paul. Outside Booker to take the lead. Fires for 3. He can't hit that time. And Los Angeles the other way now.
It has to be interesting when you're bringing the ball up the court and Kawhi Leonard is the guy coming to meet you. This guy is the embodiment of an elite defender.
Leonard really has shown very few cracks in his defensive game over the years, Doris.
BA, I think it's a combination of things. Certainly the physical attributes. He's really long. He's got unbelievable lateral quickness. His defensive instincts and IQ are just off the charts. This guy is as disruptive a defensive force as we have seen.
Out of bounds. It'll be Phoenix's ball. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth. Outside Paul. Driving to the basket. And that misses. That would have put him up. The Clippers in the lead. Pass to George. Leonard outside. There's the 3. It's hauled in by the Suns. Left side Booker. And Durant with the big finish.
Well, what you love about Devin Booker, this guy, yes, he is a shoot-first player, but if somebody's open, he will find you.
Westbrook, the pass to George. This one for 3. And again, no good by the Clippers.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Outside Paul. Outside for Booker. And so it looks like the Suns will retain possession here. Over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Paul passes to Ayton. 5 on the clock. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
DeAndre Ayton with a big-time shot. Go ahead, young sir.
Westbrook outside. George finds Covington. Leonard with the ball.
2 minutes remaining.
It's George on the wing. Booker defending. Good on the shot.
Wow. How about Paul George commanding the basketball when his team needs a basket? Go to work, sir.
Now here's Paul. Pass to Okogie. Durant against Covington. Durant, the pass to Booker. Let's go with a 3. That's good. And so Durant with the assist. Durant's got 3 assists in the game.
Such a clutch shooter. This guy lives for these kinds of moments and delivers.
Stolen by Ayton. Paul with it. He's picked up by Zubac. Westbrook against Paul. 1:14 left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. Pass to Durant. Shot clock at 6. And the layup is good. And now it's a 6-point Suns lead.
Kevin Durant absolutely fearless. If the game's in the balance, he will demand the basketball.
Shot by Leonard, no good.
I understand why he took the shot. They need the points, but that's just not a good look.
Outside call. The kick to Durant. Pass to Booker. From deep three-point range. Shoots, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
LA ball.
We've got 33 seconds left in the game, and George launches it from deep. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by George. Two points here could be the only cushion they need, Grant.
Hard to say. Crazier things have happened in this league.
Outside Booker. 6 to shoot. Ball from deep three-point land. Can't connect from long distance. For three, Westbrook. Misses there. So it's Phoenix picking up the win. Boy, they did. Allie, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
And you know something about that. Who did you, when you played, love to face and play against?
Well, two of the guys that come to mind right offhand as far as backcourt players was Michael Jordan and Penny Hardaway. Love facing those guys. And then at the end of my career, I love watching Allen Iverson, not guarding him.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Robert Covington out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's Westbrook in at the point. Covington with it, guarded now by Jackson. Zubac the pass to Westbrook. Zubac, bounce pass. Kicks it out to Covington. The three. That's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist. Covington's got the first bucket of the night, a three-pointer for Los Angeles. Passes it to Jackson. Morant scanning the floor. And the foul call on Kawhi Leonard. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
And just about a minute into the first quarter. There's Jackson with the three.
Nice defense by Robert Covington. He has the classic 3-and-D skill set.
And part of the Grizzlies' breakout 21-22 campaign, the emergence of Jaren Jackson Jr.
Triple J, GA, missed most of the 2021 season with a knee injury he sustained in the bubble. When he was back at 100% for the Grizz, he provided serious rim protection, plus the ability to hit a three.
Here are the Grizzlies with the ball. It's a three-point game. Covington with the steal. A three from Leonard. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
For a guy who hit only 25% of his threes in college, Kawhi has become one of the NBA's best at the wing position.
And the Grizzlies call their first time out of the game.
Restart time, everyone. Ready? Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise.
And here's Brooks. He'll bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. Now here's Morant. And finished up by Morant.
Trying to think of someone who gets off the ground quicker than Morant. It's an exclusive list, I'll tell you.
Westbrook kicks to George. A three ball. Good. Nice assist from Westbrook. Westbrook's got his third assist on the night.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
And it's Morant missing.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
To the inside, Jackson. Lays it up and banks it in.
Shows incredible vision for a younger player. Ja Morant's a skilled distributor.
Leonard against Brooks.
And Kawhi Leonard with multiple finals MVPs, putting him in elite company.
GA, not many guys have done it ever. Only other current players, KD and LeBron. That should tell you just how special the claw is. Well, Kawhi has always been an elite defender, but he's become just as fearsome on the offensive end. You can tell he never stops working on his game.
Morant finds Bane. And it's Morant. That time on the assist by Bane. Morant's got his second bucket of the night.
Tough to miss that man. Desmond Bane read the defense perfectly.
Outside Westbrook. Down low. Here's George. Here's Leonard. Lays it up off the glass. 7 points for Kawhi Leonard.
There's a reason Russell Westbrook ranks among the greatest ever in terms of assists. He excels at getting the ball to his open teammates.
How about the head of steam he's able to generate right there and just gets to the rack really easy.
Westbrook against Morant. Here's George. And he eliminates for the slam dunk. Steven Adams did not like that at all.
Letting it all hang out when George takes flight. Just enjoy the show.
Morant dishes to Adams. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
The kick out to Westbrook. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. From deep, George. That shot, no good. And Memphis the other way now. Brooks, the pass to Morant. In the corner, it's Bain. Back to Morant. Pass to Bain. A floater, Brooks. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Good athlete, 37-inch vertical. Brooks aggressive above the rim.
Here's Westbrook. It's rebounded by Memphis. Now Morant. 6 points for him. It's Brooks on the wing. The feed to Adams. Off with the layup. Outside Westbrook. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Clippers ahead, leading by 3. And this has been a fairly close game for the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. In a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Clippers.
They came out firing from deep. It's always good for a team's confidence when you can start a game that hot.
And guys, they've also done a great job generating offense from their defense, forcing turnovers and making the defense pay for those mistakes.
For the Clippers organization, GA, what do you think the goal is?
Well, it's clear to me, Kevin, get to the NBA Finals. The Clippers have never made it there, and I think a trip to the Finals is within reach of this group. They just need to stay healthy.
At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. And it's Adams and it's center. That's the group for Memphis to kick off the second quarter.
Okay, check out the handles of John Morant. Wow, what a crafty player.
Zubac, a screen on Bain. No good from Zubac.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Left side, Adams. Morant dishes to Adams. Second chance effort. Sweet move. And it's good on the layup. Adams has got his second basket of the night.
And he's one of those guys you don't have to call plays for. Steven Adams is happy to eat the leftovers.
George finds Leonard. That ball's nice feed that time from George.
High offensive IQ. He makes great reads and adjustments on the fly.
Here's Morant. And Morant throws it down.
A guy who can lull you to sleep and then burst right past you. John Morant on the attack.
Outside Covington. On deep. It's hauled in by Adams. Adams has got his 4th rebound in this one. Pass to Brooks. The shot goes down and it gets this game back to even.
The ability to finish with either hand makes Brooks a dangerous scorer around the bucket.
Outside, George. Back to Westbrook. Smitty, you know, when you watch an NBA game today, it seems like there is endless switching, positionless players. Why is that?
Kevin, it's a game of matchups. Teams are looking to exploit those mismatches. Let's say you can get your point guard on a center. Usually, you win that possession.
Westbrook surveying the D. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Nobody near Leonard. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
3 points.
Leonard's got 13 points.
The three-point numbers for Kawhi Leonard, they show this man is elite from deep.
Now a timeout called by by Memphis. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
It's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
Stolen by Zubats. Right side, Covington. The Grizzlies pull it in.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
And the pass to Adams. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Morant's got 4 assists now tonight.
This is where Adams feasts. Get him the ball in his spots, and he does the rest.
Here's Westbrook. Oh, and the jam by Westbrook.
And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
It just shows you the versatility. This guy can do a lot of different things for you.
Yeah, clearly a defensive lapse there. He is automatic from deep if you're going to leave him that wide open. Big time mistake.
Woo! On the drive, Westbrook turns on the Jets and flies past the defenders.
And thinking back to that 2017 MVP season for Russell Westbrook, Steve, you know, he averaged a triple-double.
Kevin, what's incredible to me, Russ did it 3 straight years with OKC. As creative as they come, John Morant has a style that's specifically his.
Here's Leonard driving the lane. He gets it in there.
Pushing the action, getting others involved. He does it time and time again.
You know what it is? It's his creativity. That's making this engine run.
Smitty with Memphis. What do they need right now to make a championship run this season?
Kevin, I think the pieces are all in place. It's a matter of luck on the injury front and staying focused when the pressure's on in the biggest postseason games.
The 3 from Morant. Rebound by the Clippers. Westbrook kicks to George. Kicks it out to Leonard. The shot from 20 feet away. Back to George. Just 5 to shoot. No good from outside. And the foul call on Kawhi Leonard. That's foul number 2 for him.
Personal foul. First team foul.
9 seconds left to play here in the half. Here's Morant. And the dunk by Jackson.
He's a smooth athlete. Even on a straight dunk, you can see Jaren's ease of movement in the air.
Kawhi Leonard has been on display for the Clippers. He ends up dropping in 2 from this. Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the 3rd quarter underway.
Get ready for the double overtime.
And as we get into this 3rd quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
Well, through the first 2, he has been nothing short of a marksman from deep.
What can you say? Shooting is a premium in this league, and you can see why.
So with Leonard on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. Marcus Morris is out there with Batum. Then it's Plumlee. Then there's Norman Powell. And it's Highland in at point guard. On the wing, Batum. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Clock at 6. Powell, the pass to Plumlee. Stolen away. Left side, Jones. Williams. And finished off by Williams.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
But the truth is, those type of plays are going to happen. You just have to regroup mentally and get back to work.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
To the inside, and it's Clark slamming it down.
Quick off the floor and powerful. Clark loves to attack that rim.
Highland passes to Plumlee, and it's good. 2 points.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. And so here's Memphis. They trail by 3. Jones against Batum. Williams with a clean look. A three-pointer, no good.
Defensively, it's hard to account for everything. They gambled off him, and it worked.
And Batum kicks to Morris. Passes to Highland. With the second effort, the shot, no good. Some solid defense from Clark. Jones with it. And Batum picks him up defensively. Williams for 3. No good. Shot missing. And the Clippers will come the other way. Smitty, you can tell Norman Powell has worked very hard at his game.
You know, he just wants to excel at whatever assignment he's given. Kevin, he once said, I've been in every single role on a team, from bench guy to starter, so he knows how to give you value anywhere on the floor.
And here's Jones. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Outside Williams. Batum with the steal. Ripped away. Jones finds Clark. And here we go with Morris. Running it up the court. And it's slammed in by Plumlee.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
And I just love it when the fast break results in a high percentage look. Not always the case these days.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Jones. Now a timeout called by Memphis.
And since 1999, the Clippers and the Lakers have shared their downtown LA. The only NBA teams to split a venue, but that's going to change soon.
So Memphis ends up going with the new group. Outside, George. Back to Westbrook. Outside, George. Here's Leonard. And Adams sends it back.
You see the effort defensively. Adams doing a great job of closing the space.
.157 left in the third quarter of the game. Clock is at 3. For 3, Covington. And Desmond Bane pulls it down. The Clippers broke ground on their new arena, set to open in Inglewood in 2024. I've seen the footprint. You fly right into LAX, and you see it every time. It's going to be beautiful.
And that'll be huge for the Clips. And they're trying to create their own identity in Southern California. Having a venue just for the Clippers will help.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Westbrook against Morant. Adams outside. Back to Morant. Up top, Adams. Here's Bane. And another turnover here by Memphis.
Just didn't get his hands up in time on that one. They weren't on the same page there.
And it's the Clippers ball. They've got a 12-2 run in progress. Outside for George. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for two.
Power move from PG-13. He's added a lot of muscle to his frame over the years, putting it to good use right there.
Both shots good from the stripe.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Morant's against Westbrook. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Every team is looking for that star to lead them to great things. Morant already looks the part.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
Smart ball handling from them in this one, passing around to get ahead of the defense and putting it in the hands of ready shooters.
And also, guys, the confidence to keep taking the three. It's been falling, so they've got to keep going back to it.
George passes to Westbrook. Shot clock at 6. Lets it go with the 3. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. There's 31 seconds left in the third quarter. Morant passes to Bain. Back to Morant. Jackson in the corner. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Robert Covington picks one up.
As young as Ja Morant is, I'm impressed. He came in ready to lead a team. And these guys, they follow him.
Now the Clippers moving it up. Westbrook leading the charge. And George with this stuff.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Outside Jackson. Can't connect from short range. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Los Angeles on top. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Fundamental basketball. Keep your eyes up, keep the ball moving. You're going to keep the defense on its heels.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. And it's Brooks in at the small forward. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Covington finds Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac.
Beautiful dime from Covington. He doesn't hesitate to share the ball.
Morant against Westbrook. Morant passes to Adams. That shot is off. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. George, that's a 2-pointer. Kicks it to Westbrook. With the drive. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And really, whatever your take on Russell Westbrook is now, you can't deny his place in NBA history. Voted as one of the NBA's top 75 players of all time.
Looking at who's out there now for the Grizzlies. Williams, he's checked in for Dillon Brooks. And it's Kennard in for Bain. On the wing, Jackson. He dishes it to Williams. Memphis moving it around. In the corner, Kennard with it. Just 5 on the clock. Drives to the hoop. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Kennard's got his first bucket of the night. Greg, it is impossible to argue against Westbrook belonging to that top 75 players list, isn't it?
It really is, Kevin. I mean, his career numbers and accomplishments speak for themselves. A very unique player, easily one of the best during his prime.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jaren Jackson. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Morant with the steal. There's the lob to Jackson.
No hesitation at all on the alley-oop. Saw his teammate with a pass to the hoop, and bang, lobbed it right up there. Storm defense.
And he was ready for it when he elevated and made the catch. George sets a screen for George. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And the focus Paul George has. Outstanding job finding a way to score on physical defense.
Free throw good, Paul George.
We saw glimpses of Ja Morant's potential in his first 2 seasons in the league. But year 3, both Ja and Memphis took it to another level.
Here's Williams at the elbow. Adams. Kennard for 3. George with the defensive effort. Westbrook with it. He's picked up by Morant. A shot by George, wide open. That's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist. George has got 10 points in just the second half. Another level indeed for Ja Morant, his 3rd season Smitty in the NBA, and now he has joined the conversation for MVP.
Kevin, that scoring average well over 25 points per game. Morant is the leader of Memphis. The Grizz finishing in the top 3 of the West. Incredible for a 22-year-old.
A three-pointer is right on target.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
This was obviously a focal point coming out of the break. Look smart when the shots are going down.
Covington with the bucket.
Yeah, coming down the stretch, they've become reliant upon their perimeter game.
You know, when you're raining threes, you can stack up points in a hurry, but it can go the other way as well.
Morant kicks to Jackson. And nothing is falling for him right now. Los Angeles leading by 22. And George, here we go. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
First personal foul.
That one's on Morant.
Strong take by Paul. He plays with great decisiveness.
Clark, he's checked in for Steven Adams. No good on the second free throw. And Clark has got the ball here for the Memphis Grizzlies.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. You can safely say mission accomplished now for Los Angeles.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for George.
Shouldering the load for them all night offensively. He came in focused, ready to go, and he delivered.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies.
Your Grizzlies, you did.
With some changes. Dylan Brooks, he's checked in for Williams. Bain comes in for Luke Kennard. And Tyus Jones subbed in for Morant. Pass to Clark to end the run, and it's Clark with the jam.
A player who's aware of everything around him. Brooks sees the man break open and hits him.
Westbrook against Jones. And here's George for 3. Grizzlies with the rebound. Right side Bain. Clark finds Brooks. Jackson with it. Jones with it. Pass to Clark. 4 on the shot clock. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. Well, for the Clippers, they can just run out the clock. Westbrook passes to George. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but all right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. First.
talent to deliver, Allie, for sure. Thank you.
Go.
And it's the Suns to start out. Here are the 5 for the Suns. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Kevin Durant is out there with DeAndre Ayton. And it's Okogie in at the 3, the small forward. Three-pointer off the mark. And here's Memphis now. Pass to Adams. Outside Morant. Stolen by Ayton. On the wing, Durant. He buries it from 3.
The range KD possesses makes him a constant threat outside. The defense has to be all over him.
And it didn't take long for Phoenix to match the offer sheet Ayton signed with the Indiana Pacers. Now, there was talk they might let Ayton walk after that fallout during their playoff exit. But Phoenix knew they needed to keep Ayton to remain a contender. And look at those moves in the post and the smooth finish to go along with it.
Just excellent work around the rim. Oh, it's stolen by Adams. And now the Grizzlies on the run. Deflected. Jackson against Paul. Pass to Durant. Here's Okogie. 6 on the shot clock. The Suns need to get off a shot. And stolen by Bane. Here's Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
We talk about Jackson's elite shooting for a big, but this is the other thing that he can do when his mindset is to attack.
Paul against Morant. Back to Paul. Pass to Okogie. Here's Durant. Now here's Ayton. The rebound by Jackson. Now Morant. Jackson with it. On the wing, Bane. Back to Jackson. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. It goes on Kevin Durant.
It's the size of Jackson Jr. that is so hard to match up with. This is why defenders are just forced to foul him.
And so Jackson nails both of them.
When we evaluate players, one thing that gets overlooked, age. Take Jaren Jackson Jr. He was only 18 when he got drafted in 2018.
Now here's Paul. Outside for Booker. Phoenix no good that time either. The Grizzlies have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. You know, for Triple J, it took time to develop. Year 4 with Memphis was a special one, Richard.
Jackson unlocked his defensive potential amongst the best shot blockers in the entire league. You have to give those young guys time before making a true judgment.
Durant for 3. He drops it from range. Durant's got 6 points.
Chris Paul is always thinking pass first. He's so good at finding his teammates, especially when they're open.
Paul against Morant. Pass to Brooks. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Morant.
Those are the turnovers that have coaches pulling their hair out. Why do you think I'm bald?
Phoenix has gone 2 for 4 from range to start things off. Outside Paul. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Even in the later stages of his career, Paul's handles remain incredible. He's got that thing on a string. What a move.
Morant, the pass to Jackson. And stolen by Durant. And now the Suns fast break. That's good from Paul. On the assist by Durant. All right, guys, what's your take on the hustle stats for the Suns? Timeout called. Memphis.
The first ladies of the ball are ready to take the ball. Give it up for go. Grizzlies.
Memphis trailing here.
Let's get loud once again.
1:02 left in the opening quarter. The drive by Bane. Oh, and he got fouled on his hand. In a game this close, they're going to challenge the call. Coach does not agree with it, and he wants them to take another look at the monitor.
People were worried that this would slow the action down. But with so many close calls in every game, the NBA
The previous play is under
policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look.
After review, the ruling on the floor stands.
And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
The free throw drops for Bane. And you can tell how much these fans here in Memphis love their Grizzlies.
Yeah, I mean, B.A., ever since they moved here in 2001, these fans have been so loyal. And the players are also enjoy playing here. Memphis is a fun-loving city with great barbecue and a lot of character.
Now here's Booker. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Okogie on the wing. Shot clock at 6. Here's Ayton. And it's good. 2 points.
Yeah, when you let Ayton get the ball close, it's over. DeAndre is just too skilled.
Morant finds Adams. Brooks with it. Now guarded by Ayton. Pass to Bane. And stolen by Booker. Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Puts up a 3. It's rebounded by Memphis. Outside Morant to the middle. Out of bounds as Memphis keeps possession.
Great read to get a hand in there and disrupt the play.
Yeah, I think he was hoping to maybe even get the steal, but I agree. He still got a good outcome.
Jackson outside with 1 on the clock. And that's not going to go. And that concludes the first quarter of play. The Suns on top, up by 4.
Please give a big round of applause for your Grizzlies youth champions.
And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And taking a look at the Suns' performance here, guys. What are your thoughts?
Simply put, they look totally fearless on the defensive end.
Yeah, they're putting pressure on all the ball handlers, getting into the passing lanes and showing great anticipation.
Oh, wow!
I didn't see that coming. And man, does Morant put on a show. He's got such insane athleticism.
Ball against Morant. Outside for Booker. From deep. And he can't get that one. Now the Grizzlies take it the other way.
The son of an NBA player, Jaren Jackson Jr. I actually played a bit with his dad, Jaren Sr. in Orlando back in the early 2000s, which means I'm old.
Morant finds Adams. That one's good. This game is all even.
And you see the unselfishness from Morant, wanting to share that ball with any open teammate.
Paul passes to Booker. The kick out to Paul. Launches a 3. Ooh, he's looking comfortable now. 3 for 3. And the Jacksons, just the latest father-son NBA duo. Lots of great ones there, Grant.
So true, B.A. The Curry family might be the best ever. The Berries, including our own colleague Brent. The Thompsons with Clay in the league currently. Just some incredible NBA families to admire.
From deep, Morant. Kevin Durant with a rebound. Phoenix has gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. Second quarter, a little over a minute and a half in. Releases. Again, the Suns good for 2.
This is how smart Durant is, able to break defenses apart in screen rolls like it's nothing.
Williams on the wing. The shot won't fall. And Phoenix the other way now. Outside Booker. Back to Paul. Pass to Ayton. It's good. The assist that time from Paul. Paul's got 3 assists now in this one.
This is Paul's game. A pass-first point guard who excels at setting up his teammates.
Timeout call. Memphis. Well, Grant, every team is looking for that perfect five on the floor, that magical lineup. In your mind, is that synonymous with small ball?
I think it is, B.A. I mean, having players that can play small, can switch on defense, obviously play multiple positions on the offensive end, and just the combination, when executed properly, can be a nightmare for the opponent.
To the paint. Can they get it? Back to Payne. Clock at 6. Pass to Morant. Here's Adams. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a three-point play.
The strength of Adams is incredible. Able to finish off shots despite getting hit on the way up.
In 2013, Steven Adams was selected 12th overall by OKC, the first rounder born in New Zealand.
Yeah, B.A. Well, I mean, Adams is blazing a new trail. An example for kids in his home island of New Zealand. You, too, can become an NBA player.
A great scorer, Morant showing his poise on that shot.
A unique talent. Ja Morant has taken the NBA by storm. Grant, does Ja remind you of anyone?
Well, many people, including Paul George, have compared Ja to a young D. Rose. Yet each explosive athletes at the one position. Well, Ja and Rose leading their teams at a young age as well.
For three, Durant. And the Suns get another three.
Oh, just beautiful poetry in motion. It is so fun watching Kevin Durant shoot the rock.
Morant, the pass to Jackson. And here's Morant. Pass to Adams. The Suns clear it.
I thought he had that all sewn up, but somehow the defense just threw him off.
Okogie. Durant against Bane. Durant drives in.
Well, Durant must be making the defense sweat a little bit right now. Whenever he gets into a rhythm, he gets aggressive.
Ball against Morant. On the take. And then Morant with the jam.
He'll put you on your heels in a hurry. Morant slicing through the D.
Ball passes to Aiden. Now Durant. Beyond the arc. And the Suns get another three.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
Yeah, you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
Morant, no good. For Phoenix, they've gone 7 for 8 now in the second quarter. No good from outside. The Grizzlies have gotten over 50% of their shots to go. 5 for 9 in the second. Williams in the post. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Here's Ayton. And Ayton with the stuff.
Yeah, looking at Ayton using all of his height and reach, slamming it down on a helpless defense.
Suns foul. Josh Okogie. Second personal foul. Third team foul. Now into the lineup for your Grizzlies.
Kevin Durant has been leading the charge for the Suns. He put together 10 points in the quarter.
End of the first half with the score. Your Grizzlies 19. The Suns 32.
After a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. You know, Kevin Durant has really been making it happen here, guys.
Yeah, they've done an amazing job of creating room to operate for him. And then, of course, executing.
I like how they came into this one with the game plan, and they're just going out and executing it. Terrific job.
And so in the game for the Suns, We've got Terrence Ross. Bismack Biyombo is out there with Darius Baisley. Then it's T.J. Warren, and it's Payne in at the point guard. Nice shot by Ross.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
Clark, the pass to Jones. Now Kennard, guarded by Ross. Clark with it. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
Another shot right in the lane. That's been their MO this evening.
Phoenix has gotten 7 of 12 three-point attempts to fall. Outside Ross. And that one is hammered home.
Woo! He just levitated in the air, double pumped, and then slammed it home.
How about the D right there? They just got out of the way. They let him choose what kind of move he wanted to make. The kick out to Williams. Here's Kennard. Second shot opportunity, and the shot goes.
Second chance points are always painful. Have to make the effort to box out.
Yeah, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say they need to emphasize rebounding going forward.
The Grizzlies making a switch here. Aldama's checked in.
First team foul. Now into the lineup.
Just over 1.5 minutes have passed in the third quarter. Payne against Jones. Ross for 3. And the Suns get another 3.
He's a producer. It's part of their plan to get him as many touches as possible.
One thing you notice about these Suns, RJ, many of them are considered strong two-way talents.
And that is such a list for your team. Having guys that can get it done on both sides of the floor instead of trying to balance a lineup of just pure specialists.
6 to shoot. Here's Conchar. He's covered by Warren. And a nice finish on the layup. Conchar's got his first points of the game. Payne against Jones. Outside Ross. Back to Payne. It's Warren on the wing. Ooh, it's stolen away. Kennard with it. Picked up by Ross. Kennard into the lane. Pass to Aldama. Stolen by Ross. On the break. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, the NBA markets itself behind its star players, but Commissioner Adam Silver understands what makes the game tick. He said, quote, "This is a team sport. In order to truly win championships and compete at the highest level, all the players have to come together."
So true, Allie. Thank you. Outside Ross. Here's the 3. The Grizzlies pull it in.
The defense just giving him the easy look there. He's not going to miss that.
Back to Jones. Clark right side. It's stolen by Warren. And the Suns pushing it up now. And there's Payne. That one's good. And the assist from Warren.
Showing he's more than just a scorer. Warren is good at finding his teammates when they're uncovered.
Kennard against Ross. That one goes in. Kennard's got his second basket of the game.
An aggressive move. Takes it strong, and there's no help defensively.
Pass to Biyombo. Outside Warren. Here's Payne. Over Jones. 6 on the shot clock. It's 2-on-1. Now here's Clark. And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it.
Outside Jones. Oh, and a nice defensive play to disrupt the lob.
Oh, that's some pesky defense. Should have thought twice before attempting that pass.
The drive by Ross. The shot comes out. Now Memphis takes it the other way. Left side Jones. Can't hit from in close. The Suns have gone 4 of 6 from the floor in this third quarter. 8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Baisley. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
His playmaking is something to watch. Threading that pass right in there.
Here's Kennard. Gets the 3 ball to go. Kennard's got his 3rd bucket of the night. 15 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Outside Ross. Pass to Warren. Here's Biyombo. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
And even from where we're sitting, you can clearly tell it was a foul.
And the Suns will go for a different look here. And he sinks the second. From deep, Morant.
As a defender, Paul can be so frustrating using his quick.
And so it's the Phoenix Suns in command with a 13-point lead at the end of the quarter. Their defense has forced a number of key turnovers, giving them a clear advantage on possessions. We'll be right back with you shortly. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
That's an unguardable pass, flat out. Give him credit for possessing that type of vision.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Payne and Brooks out on the wing. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. And it's Morant in at the point guard position. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis.
Oh, man, for whatever reason, he can't get it going from three, and he's pretty good from there.
Jackson outside. Outside for Brooks. There's the three. Fires hitting the triple. Brooks has gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Morant against Paul. Outside for Booker. Yes. And it's Paul with the assist that time. Paul's got 5 assists tonight.
What focus from Booker. He was dead set on hitting that three-point answer.
The three from Payne. Connects from downtown.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Paul finds Booker. The kick out to Paul. Shot clock at 5. Here's Durant. Paul against Morant. That's good from Paul. On the assist by Durant. And the Suns lead by 12. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. Morant against Paul. And then Morant with the jam.
Showing off that vert. Morant attacks the basket with just such intensity. There's not much any defense can do with it.
Paul passes to Booker. Ayton, a screen on Payne. Booker for 3. Ja Morant grabs a miss. The Grizzlies have gone a perfect 3 for 3 here in the fourth.
Great teamwork on that drive. Punctuated by a strong finish.
Yeah, that's nice execution. Running with purpose and creating an easy scoring opportunity off the break.
Durant with it. The 3 is up. Shot from 12. Paul passes to Ayton. Nifty move. Durant against Jackson. Outside for Booker. They shoot again. Adams grabs the miss. Adams has got 4 rebounds now. Payne with it. Durant covering. Here's Morant. Takes it inside. And count that. 2 points and a chance for 1 more at the line.
When Morant drives, he is just so difficult to stop. His agility, that's what makes beating the D look so easy.
There's a minute 47 left to play in the fourth quarter. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. Jaren Jackson picks one up.
It's impressive what an enduring talent Chris Paul has been. A lot has changed around the league, but CP3 is still doing his thing and leading his guys to success. He knows how important it is converting at the line and building up his lead.
Outside Morant. Pass to Brooks. Outside Payne. Outside for Brooks. And they forced the shot clock violation. Great D. They've got time on their side here, Grant.
And if they're smart, they'll milk the clock a little.
Ball against Moran. For three, Booker. Back to Paul. The kick to Durant. Okogie on the wing. Beyond the arc. They get the rebound. Oh, it's blocked by Jackson.
Gotta be careful when Jackson is lurking, more than just capable of sending it back.
Here's Durant. And it's slammed in by Durant.
He was grabbing the rim to extend the hang time.
Hey, maybe making sure the landing was kinder than the takeoff. Jackson outside. 34 seconds left in the fourth. Bane, the pass to Moran. Kicks it out to Jackson. Memphis, the rebound. Outside Bane. The three is up. The shot that time not on target. Here's Durant. So the Suns win it. Boy, a nice win. All right, Allie, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.